Action News cameras were the only ones on the scene where firefighters saved a woman's life in Detroit. And tonight, we are learning they did so despite numerous challenges.
Yeah, probably key among those challenges, no EMS crews were available to back them up for quite a while. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell looked into what happened. She's live at the scene right now. And any idea what happened, Kim?
I spoke to Detroit's fire commissioner about what should have happened, and he says when firefighters busted into this home, knowing that a woman was trapped inside, in the ideal situation, an ambulance would immediately have been sent to back them up. But instead, you'll hear from dispatch tapes and firefighters what happened, and it's something that happens all too often.
We were notified by a neighbor that possibly is a victim inside the house.
EMS has been requested. At this time, there's no crew available.
We brought her out, started CPR, and waited for the EMS to show up.
We don't have an EMS on the scene. Is it okay if we put this woman in a police car and transport?
Negative, Chief.
EMS finally arrived 28 minutes after the first 911 call and 19 minutes after firefighters requested backup. Today we sat down with Detroit Fire Commissioner Donald Austin. He says the delay came because the city just doesn't have enough ambulances on the street. And the fire came at a busy time for EMS workers in Detroit.
They were the third medic to be dispatched. The reason we went through 3 medics is each one that became available was closer and closer to the incident.
Austin says a city the size of Detroit needs 23 to 25 ambulances, but right now only has about 17. It's a situation that would be worse were it not for the help of donations from numerous businesses and Roger Penske that so far have helped put 10 new ambulances on the road.
Had that deal not come together, Kim, we could probably be at 3 to 5 ambulances from the city of Detroit running to cover 139 square miles.
John Loud says he can't imagine what would have happened were it not for that donation. His aunt amazingly was saved and is recovering from smoke inhalation.
Not only am I a huge race fan, but I definitely would like to thank Roger Penske because for whatever reason, the city of Detroit's having budget problems, and it's pleasing to see that a private citizen will step up and, step forward and do what he can to help the city out in times like this.
Now, as for the woman who lived in this home, Jeanette Wright, I am told she is still in the hospital, but she is doing well, recovering from smoke inhalation. Now, the fire commissioner tells me that things are being done to improve the situation. For one, as the city goes through bankruptcy, he is hoping more money will be available for the fire department. Plus, he says that generous donation from businesses and Mr. Penske expected to provide another 13 ambulances next month. Reporting live in Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News. Carolyn, back to you.
Wow, great news to hear that, Kim. But how are they deciding which calls to make a run on and which ones can wait?
You know what? They're having a huge problem when it comes to prioritizing calls. The commissioner tells me that the problem is they have outdated computer software. He says right now city leaders are working on that, but a big obstacle is that it takes a long time to implement. Could take as long as 2 years, but they're working on it.
Wow, big problem and a long time to solve it. All right, thanks for the live report, Kim.